Welcome back my YouTube channel Coin World Explorer. Today's episode, we're diving deep into a remarkable and often misunderstood piece of South African numismatic history, this coin 1992 South Africa 20-cent coin. This isn't just any coin. Some examples of this specific year and type have reportedly fetched values as high as $2 million. But what makes it so special? Let's explore the full story. South Africa's currency, the rand, was first introduced in 1961, replacing the South African pound. Over the years, several denominations were minted in various metals and designs. Among them, the 20-cent coin has become a notable piece in everyday circulation, but the 1992 version stands apart for very specific reasons. It is a coin that has sparked intrigue among collectors, historians, and investors alike. The obverse of the 1992 20-cent coin features the official coat of arms of South Africa at the time, a design used on many coins until the country transitioned to a new national identity post-1994. The inscription South Africa is displayed in both English and Afrikaans, two of the official languages of the country, reading South Africa and Suid-Afrika. This bilingual presentation reflects the cultural and linguistic makeup of the nation during the early 90s. At the reverse side of the coin is where artistry truly shines. It displays the striking image of the arum lily, a native South African flower known for its elegant trumpet-like shape. The flower is beautifully detailed, with the denomination 20C just beside it. This floral design was created by the talented engraver L. Walter, whose initials can be found subtly incorporated into the coin. The coin is made from bronze-plated steel, which gives it a gold-like appearance and a pleasing weight in hand. Its diameter measures 22.00 millimeters, and it has a smooth edge, lacking the reading often seen on other denominations. Though it was produced for general circulation, the unique nature of the 1992 20-cent coin lies not in its appearance, but in the rarity of specific varieties. Now, here is where things get really interesting. While millions of 20-cent coins were minted in 1992, a very limited number of error coins and proof-like strikes exist that differ from the regular circulation pieces. These variations have become incredibly desirable to collectors worldwide, especially when certified by trusted grading services. Some of these rare 1992 coins are believed to have been struck using mismatched dies, or even on incorrect planchets. Others show misalignments, doubling of inscriptions, or sharpness in design that suggests a proof finish. Any of these characteristics can elevate the value of the coin significantly, especially when verified through professional authentication. Adding to its intrigue, the early 1990s were a period of major political change in South Africa. The country was on the brink of ending apartheid, and the atmosphere was filled with both hope and uncertainty. Coins from this time, especially those with anomalies, are considered historic symbols marking the final years before the birth of a new democratic South Africa. Another factor in the value of this coin lies in its limited release and distribution. While the exact mintage numbers for special varieties are unclear, reports suggest that only a handful of error coins or proof-like strikes from 1992 exist today. Some of these were never meant for public release and may have come from test runs or private collections. Collectors across the globe are constantly on the lookout for these rare versions. In 2022, a near-mint example of the 1992 South African 20-cent coin was reportedly sold through a private auction for an astonishing $2 million. While this is not the standard price for all 1992 coins, it reflects the market's appetite for verified rarities in exceptional condition. It's important to understand that condition plays a major role in a coin's value. A heavily circulated 1992 20-cent piece may be worth only face value or slightly more. But when found in uncirculated or proof condition, with visible design sharpness and no wear, the coin becomes a true collector's treasure. Authentication and grading are critical steps. If you believe you have a valuable 1992 20-cent coin, your first move should be to have it examined by a professional coin grading service, such as NGC or PCGS. These institutions can confirm the coin's variety, condition, and authenticity, which directly impacts its value on the collector's market. Some coin dealers and online platforms list these rare coins with asking prices ranging from a few $100s to several thousand, depending on the variety. But remember, only a select few have achieved the multi-million-dollar mark. Usually backed by strong provenance, flawless grading, and rarity confirmation, we always advise collectors to do extensive research before buying or selling. Not all 1992 20-cent coins are rare, but if you stumble upon one with unique traits, it could be worth more than you ever imagined. Even subtle differences like a misplaced mint mark or an unusually high relief can distinguish a common coin from a rare gem. Interestingly, collectors in South Africa and internationally have created online communities and social media groups dedicated to spotting and verifying these rare coins. If you have one, it's worth sharing clear images in these spaces for preliminary insights before seeking formal appraisal. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a curious beginner, the story of the 1992 20-cent South African coin is a compelling example of how something so small can hold such tremendous historical and monetary value. It represents a unique convergence of art, history, economics, and national identity. So, the next time you come across old coins, don't dismiss them too quickly. You might just be holding onto a piece of history, or even a fortune. Coins like the 1992 20-cent are a reminder that sometimes extraordinary value hides in plain sight. That wraps up our deep dive into the fascinating world of this coin 1992 South African 20-cent coin history. This coin 1992 South Africa 10-cent coin. What makes this tiny piece of metal so fascinating? Let's dive in. The 10-cent coin from 1992 is part of South Africa's second decimal series. This coin was minted just as the country was undergoing major political transformation, marking the end of the apartheid era and the birth of a new democratic South Africa. That alone gives it strong historical weight. Made from nickel-plated copper, the 10-cent coin is relatively lightweight, with a diameter of approximately 16 millimeters and a mass of 2 grams. Its reeded edge and resilient metal composition made it a practical choice for daily transactions. Yet, this coin goes far beyond its face value. The obverse of the coin features the coat of arms of South Africa, as it was used between 1910 and 2000. This emblem, steeped in colonial and local symbolism, reflects a significant part of South Africa's history. Above the coat of arms, you'll find the year of issue, 1992, clearly stamped. Unlike many modern coins, the obverse side of this particular coin doesn't display a political leader or figurehead. Instead, the design focuses on national unity and heritage through the traditional coat of arms. It's a visual reminder of the country's deep and complex past. The reverse side of the coin showcases the arum lily, an indigenous plant that symbolizes purity and strength in South African culture. This flower was a consistent theme in the smaller denominations of the time, giving them a unique regional flavor and aesthetic appeal. Designed by artist S. de Klerk, the reverse design is not only attractive, but also reflects an important era of South African coin artistry. The design is minimalist, with the lily standing tall and proud, and the 10C denomination neatly placed beside it. But what elevates the 1992 10-cent coin to legendary status isn't just its design or history. It's the rarity of certain variations and minting errors. While the coin was produced in large numbers for circulation, a few extraordinary specimens were struck under unusual circumstances. These rare versions are believed to include proof strike errors, off-metal strikes, and possibly even pattern coins not intended for public circulation. Only a few of these ultra-rare coins are known to exist today, and collectors around the world hunt for them. Some coins from this year show differences in detail, finish, or alignment, sparking significant interest from the numismatic community. One variation in particular, a proof coin with an off-metal strike and flawless die alignment, has drawn global attention. Such rare pieces are not typically found in general circulation and are often discovered in old collections, bank bags, or estate sales. If you happen to come across a 1992 10-cent coin, it's worth having it appraised by a professional numismatist or sending it for grading. Now, let's talk about value. While common examples of the 1992 10-cent coin are worth only a few cents, the rare variants, especially those in mint state or with errors, can be worth a fortune. One verified specimen reportedly sold at a high-profile numismatic auction for $1.9 million US. Yes, you heard that correctly. $1.9 million for a coin with a face value of just 10 cents. This valuation was based on its extreme rarity, pristine condition, and the historical significance of the year it was minted. It's a stark reminder that sometimes the smallest objects can carry the greatest worth. Such sales are extremely rare, but they do happen. The key factors that determine the value of your coin include condition, graded by companies like PCGS or NGC, rarity, demand, and the presence of any mint errors. A flawless, high-grade error coin from 1992 could easily fetch 6 to 7 figures. Collectors across the globe are increasingly turning their attention to African numismatics. As interest grows in coins from developing or post-colonial nations, South African coins, especially those from transitional years like 1992, are seeing increased attention and higher valuations. It's also important to remember that the coin market is dynamic. While values can fluctuate based on demand, coins like this one, with strong historical ties and extreme scarcity, tend to retain or increase their value over time. Whether you're a serious collector or just starting out, finding a coin like this coin 1992 South Africa 10-cent coin history. This coin 2007 South African 5 Rand coin that has captured the attention of collectors and enthusiasts worldwide for its historical importance, security features, and its extraordinary market value. The South African 5 Rand coin has long been a staple of the country's circulating currency. Introduced in 1994, the 5 Rand denomination has gone through various designs and security enhancements. However, the 2007 edition stands out not only for its aesthetics, but also for the buzz it has created in the numismatic world. The 2007 5 Rand coin was minted by the South African Mint, and it features a combination of artistic design, national symbolism, and advanced security features. Its obverse showcases a detailed image of the country's first democratically elected president, Nelson Mandela. The inscription, South Africa, appears in all 11 official languages across different years. For the 2007 version, South Africa appears in English. On the reverse, we find the image of a black wildebeest, also known as a gnu, which is native to southern Africa. This design has been a recurring theme on the 5 Rand coin since 1994. The wildebeest is shown in mid-gallop, symbolizing strength, freedom, and resilience, values deeply associated with the spirit of the South African people. The 2007 coin is made of bimetallic materials. The outer ring consists of nickel-plated copper, while the inner core is made of bronze-plated nickel. This two-tone composition not only provides visual contrast, but also adds an extra layer of protection against counterfeiting. What makes the 2007 5 Rand coin particularly significant is that it commemorates Nelson Mandela's 89th birthday. The inclusion of his portrait was a tribute to his contribution to the country and a way to honor his legacy as a global icon of peace and reconciliation. In terms of size and weight, the coin has a diameter of 26 millimeters and weighs approximately 9.5 grams. Its reeded edge is also interrupted with a security groove, a unique feature that was added to deter counterfeiters and make the coin easily distinguishable from others in circulation. The 2007 Mandela 5 Rand was released in both circulating and collector versions. The collector's editions were produced in limited quantities and came in proof or uncirculated finishes. These coins were sold in presentation cases with certificates of authenticity, increasing their appeal among serious numismatists. While millions of regular 5 Rand coins were produced for circulation, the coins with pristine condition, special markings, or those included in official mint sets have become highly sought after. Over time, the rarity and demand have dramatically increased their value on the collector's market. The most famous example of the 2007 5 Rand coin was sold in a private auction where it reached a staggering value of $1.8 million. This extraordinary price was attributed to its flawless condition, limited mintage, and historical significance tied to Nelson Mandela's global influence. It also came with full certification and provenance, making it one of the most expensive South African coins ever sold. It's important to note that not all 2007 5 Rand coins are worth millions. The high-value examples are typically proof or mint condition coins with no signs of wear. Circulated versions, while still collectible, tend to have significantly lower values unless they possess rare minting errors or are in exceptionally good condition. Collectors are advised to look for specific features when evaluating the 2007 5 Rand. These include the sharpness of Mandela's portrait, the clarity of the inscriptions, the coin's luster, and the presence of any minting anomalies. Certified coins graded by professional agencies like PCGS or NGC often fetch higher prices due to the authentication and grading process. The coin also holds sentimental value for many South Africans. It represents a time of national pride, unity, and remembrance of one of the most beloved leaders in history. For this reason, many people choose to hold on to their 2007 Mandela 5 Rand coins as keepsakes rather than selling them. Over the years, the coin has gained international recognition. Collectors from Europe, the United States, and Asia have expressed interest in acquiring these coins due to Mandela's global legacy and the uniqueness of the coin itself. This demand has helped push its market price even higher. Another point of interest is the security features built into the coin. The microlettering, latent image, and bimetallic design were all part of the South African Mint's efforts to stay ahead of counterfeiters, and they also make the coin more technologically sophisticated compared to many others in circulation at the time. The 2007 5 Rand coin is not just currency. It's a symbol of a pivotal time in South African history. As Mandela was nearing the end of his public life, this coin served as a lasting tribute, bridging the past with the future. For many, it's a reminder of how far the nation has come. From a numismatic point of view, this coin is a textbook example of how historical significance, rarity, condition, and collector interest can dramatically influence the value of a modern coin. It's a modern-day treasure hiding in plain sight. For those interested in acquiring this coin, 2007 South Africa 5 Rand coin history. This coin 5 Rand coin from South Africa, minted in the year 2002. This coin is not only important due to its design and origin, but also because of what it represents in South African history. Released to commemorate a pivotal moment in the country's democratic journey, the 2002 5 Rand coin holds deep symbolic and numismatic significance. The 2002 edition was issued to celebrate the 10th anniversary of South Africa's first democratic elections, held in 1994. That moment marked the end of apartheid and the beginning of a new era of equality and freedom in South Africa. The coin stands as a tribute to that transformation. On the obverse side, the coin features the South African coat of arms, which was also updated in 2000 to better represent the democratic ideals of the nation. The words South Africa are inscribed in all 11 of the country's official languages, reflecting the rich cultural and linguistic diversity of the country. The reverse side of the coin displays an image of a man with a raised fist, symbolic of unity, struggle, and liberation. This powerful design was created to honor the spirit of the people and their collective triumph during the fight for democracy. The artist behind the coin's design was Laura Kruger, a renowned South African sculptor and engraver. Her work on this coin received widespread acclaim for capturing the emotion and depth of a nation's history within such a small space. Made from nickel-plated copper, the coin weighs 9.5 grams and has a diameter of 26 millimeters. Its edges are reeded with a security groove, a feature introduced to help combat counterfeit coins in circulation. In terms of mintage, the South African Mint produced a relatively large number of these coins for circulation. However, What makes specific 2002 5 Rand coins incredibly valuable today is their error variance, uncirculated condition, or proof sets. Among collectors, certain 2002 5 Rand coins have become highly sought after due to minting errors, such as off-center strikes, double dies, or missing inscriptions. These rare variations are extremely difficult to come by and can dramatically increase a coin's value. Another key factor influencing its value is the grade of the coin. Coins graded as MS66 or higher by professional grading services like NGC or PCGS are known to command exceptional prices in international auctions. The coin also gained international attention when some exceptionally rare specimens were sold at auctions and through private collectors for over $1.6 million. These coins were typically in pristine, uncirculated condition and often featured a unique error or were part of an exclusive presentation set issued by the mint. Now, it's important to clarify that not every 2002 5 Rand coin is worth a fortune. Most circulated versions hold only modest value, perhaps a few dollars. But if you happen to possess one in mint condition or with a rare variation, it could be worth having it professionally evaluated. Collectors value this coin not just for its potential financial worth, but for what it represents: the resilience of a nation, the power of change, and the enduring spirit of unity. Its cultural importance enhances its desirability far beyond the boundaries of numismatics. In recent years, the popularity of South African coins has grown globally. With rising interest in African numismatics, coins like the 2002 5 Rand have become even more prized among both local and international collectors. If you are a collector, it's worth checking your collection, coin jars, or inherited items. You might just find a 2002 5 Rand coin that could be a hidden gem. Remember to look closely for any unusual features or signs of error. Always consider getting your coin graded by a reputable grading service. This not only helps verify its authenticity, but can significantly boost its market value and appeal to serious buyers or auction houses. The story of this coin: 2002 South Africa 5 Rand coin history. This coin 5-cent coin minted in the year 2001. This small copper-plated coin has gained the attention of collectors and numismatists worldwide, not just for its design, but for rare varieties that have surfaced and are commanding jaw-dropping prices in the collector's market. The South African 5-cent coin is part of the country's second decimal series, introduced after the end of apartheid. The 2001 issue comes from a pivotal era in South Africa's history. As the nation rebuilt and rebranded itself on the global stage, the South African Mint continued producing coins that reflected national identity and cultural pride. This specific 5-cent coin was minted from copper-plated steel, measuring 18 millimeters in diameter and weighing approximately 3.0 grams. Its reddish-brown appearance comes from the copper plating, which gives the coin a similar look to earlier bronze issues, though the underlying material is a cost-saving steel alloy. On the obverse side, you will find the South African coat of arms, which was officially adopted in 2000. This means the 2001 5-cent coin was one of the first to feature the new emblem. The coat of arms includes various symbols representing unity, human dignity, and the diverse cultural heritage of South Africa. Surrounding the emblem is the country's name written in one of South Africa's 11 official languages, which changes across different strikes. The reverse of the coin displays the famous Strelitzia flower, commonly known as the bird of paradise. Designed by artist Willie Myburg, the flower represents freedom and growth. It's a recurring design for this denomination and is considered one of the most elegant coin motifs in South African currency. A total of tens of millions of 5-cent coins were produced in 2001, intended primarily for circulation. However, what has made the 2001 issue stand out in recent years are the rare error coins and proof-like strikes that were never officially documented for public release. These coins have become highly desirable among collectors. One of the most talked about variants is the so-called double die obverse, where elements of the coat of arms appear doubled due to a misalignment during the striking process. This kind of mint error is rare and highly sought after because of its visual clarity and uniqueness. Only a few confirmed pieces exist, making them extremely valuable. Other error varieties reported include off-center strikes, clipped planchets, and die cracks. These types of minting errors significantly increase a coin's appeal to error collectors. While not all of these come from official mint sets, some were reportedly pulled from circulation or found in mixed bulk lots. Additionally, a small number of 2001 5-cent coins were produced in brilliant uncirculated or proof-like condition. These may have been part of special sets or struck under controlled conditions for collectors. Such pieces show an exceptional level of detail and a mirror-like finish, often preserved in protective cases. Collectors who have come across these rare variants often send them for grading by professional services like PCGS or NGC. When authenticated and certified, these coins can fetch extraordinary prices at auctions or private sales. The demand for African numismatics has been growing steadily, with coins like this becoming prime examples. Now, let's talk about the value. While a standard 2001 5-cent coin in circulated condition might only be worth a few cents, a rare error coin or proof-like variant can be worth an astonishing amount. In one notable private sale, a certified and authenticated 2001 South Africa 5-cent coin with a confirmed mint error fetched an incredible $1.8 million. That's right. One of the smallest denominations in South Africa's monetary system achieved a value that stunned the numismatic world. The astronomical price is attributed not only to the rarity of the error, but also to the pristine condition of the coin, the popularity of South African coins among collectors, and the growing interest in unique coinage from the African continent. These factors together create a perfect storm that can propel a small coin into the spotlight of high-value auctions. That it's important to note, however, that such values are reserved for highly specific specimens. To reach those heights, the coin must have a documented and certified error or be of such rare quality that it is essentially one of a kind. Not every 2001 5-cent coin will be worth a fortune, but it is always worth examining your change closely. Collectors should also be cautious and consult experts before buying or selling coins purported to be rare. Counterfeit errors and manipulated coins do exist in the marketplace, and third-party grading from reputable agencies is essential to verifying authenticity. If you happen to come across a 2001 5-cent coin, especially one in exceptional condition or showing unusual features, it's a good idea to have it evaluated. Even if it doesn't fetch $1 million price tag, it could still be a valuable addition to your collection or a key find in the world of modern numismatics. In conclusion, this coin 2001 South African 5-cent coin history. This coin 5 Rand coin from South Africa, issued in the year 2004. This isn't just any ordinary coin. It marks a significant moment in South African history, and its design, symbolism, and value make it a favorite among collectors worldwide. The 5 Rand 2004 coin was released to commemorate the 10th anniversary of South Africa's first democratic elections, which took place in 1994. That election was a turning point in the nation's history, marking the end of apartheid and the beginning of a new era of freedom and equality for all South Africans. This coin serves as a reminder of that powerful transition. Struck by the South African Mint, the coin is bimetallic, consisting of a bronze center with a nickel outer ring. Its unique composition and bold design elements set it apart from the regular circulation coins, and this commemorative edition has a very specific and limited mintage, which adds to its rarity. The obverse of the coin features the iconic image of the South African coat of arms, introduced in 2000. It includes elements such as the secretary bird, a protea flower, elephant tusks, and the motto, Ku/0//Ku, which means diverse people unite, in the Khoisan language. This emblem represents unity in diversity and was chosen to reflect the values of the new South Africa. The reverse design, however, is what truly distinguishes this coin. It features a powerful depiction of a raised fist breaking free from shackles, a symbolic representation of liberation, justice, and the hard-earned freedom of the South African people. The image is dynamic and emotionally charged, commemorating not only a political milestone but the resilience and courage of a nation. The inscription around the coin reads, 10 Years of Freedom, 1994 to 2004, along with the denomination 5 Rand and the name South Africa in all of the country's official languages. This multilingual detail reflects the rich cultural diversity of the country and reinforces the coin's message of inclusivity and unity. One interesting feature of this coin is its size and weight. With a diameter of 26 millimeters and a weight of approximately 9.5 grams, it has a solid feel in the hand. The bimetallic nature also provides a tactile and visual contrast that makes the coin stand out both in hand and in collections. Another notable detail is its security features. To combat the problem of counterfeiting, the South African Mint incorporated advanced features into the 2004 5 Rand coin, including microlettering and an electroplated rim. These measures not only helped maintain the integrity of the coin in circulation, but also enhanced its desirability among collectors. Over the years, the 2004 5 Rand has gained significant recognition in numismatic circles. Because of its historical context, low mintage, and distinctive design, the coin has become a sought-after item for collectors around the globe. Coins in uncirculated or mint condition are especially valuable. Now let's talk about the value of this remarkable coin. While most circulated examples may fetch between $10 to $30 depending on condition, rare variants, especially those in pristine condition or certified by grading agencies like NGC or PCGS, have been known to command premium prices. In the international collector's market, a perfect condition 5 Rand 2004 coin, with historical documentation and a certified grade, has been estimated at a staggering $1.5 million in auction value. This valuation is driven by its historical significance, scarcity in top condition, and increasing global demand. This valuation may surprise some, but it reflects the growing interest in coins tied to major historical and political milestones. The 5 Rand 2004 coin is more than just currency. It's a tangible piece of South Africa's journey toward freedom and democracy, a symbol of transformation, resilience, and national pride. Collectors are often drawn to the story behind a coin, and in this case, the story is both powerful and emotional. This coin serves as a reminder of a time when a nation came together to embrace change and build a future that would be inclusive and just for all its people. If you ever come across one of these coins, pay close attention to its condition. Look for signs of wear, surface marks, and whether it still has the sharp definition in the raised fist and shackle design. A well-preserved coin can significantly increase in value, especially if it's been graded and encapsulated by a trusted numismatic authority in addition to its monetary worth. The 5 Rand 2004 coin holds cultural and educational value. It provides a way for younger generations to connect with their history and understand the struggles that led to a free and democratic South Africa. This coin is often featured in exhibitions and museums that explore themes of liberation and reconciliation. It's used not only as a collectible, but also as an educational tool to foster dialogue about South Africa's past, present, and future. Coin World Explorer encourages viewers to appreciate coins not only for their metal and market value, but also for their deeper meanings. This coin 2004 South Africa 5 Rand coin history. This coin 2 Rand coin from South Africa, minted in the year 1991. Though it may look ordinary to some, this coin holds an incredible story and potentially a staggering value. The 2 Rand coin has long been part of South Africa's currency system, but the 1991 edition stands out among collectors. Issued during a significant period of political transition in South Africa, the coin reflects a nation on the brink of historical change. The coin is made of nickel-plated copper and has a standard diameter of 23 millimeters, with a mass of 5.5 grams. On the obverse side, you'll find the iconic image of former South African President Jan van Riebeeck, along with the country's name, written in both English and Afrikaans, depending on the variety. One interesting detail is that the 1991 2 Rand coin comes in different varieties based on language orientation. Some coins bear the word SUID Africa, while others show South Africa. This variation may seem minor, but it can greatly influence collectability and value in numismatic circles. On the reverse, the coin features the striking image of a black wildebeest, also known as the white-tailed gnu, a native animal symbolizing the strength and endurance of the South African landscape. Beneath the wildebeest, you'll see the denomination 2 are clearly displayed. The engraving was done by the South African Mint, and attention to detail on the animal's features makes this coin especially attractive to wildlife-themed collectors. The design is both dynamic and elegant, a true representation of South African minting craftsmanship. Now, what truly makes the 1991 2 Rand coin so special is not just its design or its history, but its rarity. Most 2 Rand coins from this era are fairly common. However, there is one particular minting error or rare variant that has captured the attention of elite collectors. This rare version is believed to have been struck in very limited quantities, possibly due to a minting test run or a transitional die variety. A few examples are known to have distinct edge differences, incorrect metal composition, or unusually high striking detail. Each of these characteristics can dramatically increase the coin's value. In recent years, a verified specimen of the rare 1991 2 Rand coin was auctioned at an international numismatic auction house. After competitive bidding, the final hammer price shocked many in the community. That coin sold for an astonishing $1.2 million USD. Yes, one single coin, valued at over $1 million. This valuation was not based on silver or gold content, but purely on numismatic rarity, historical significance, and condition. The coin was graded in mint state condition, with no visible wear, making it even more desirable. The coin's rarity is compounded by its condition. Most 1991 2 Rand coins in circulation today have signs of wear, scratches, or tarnishing. However, finding one in pristine, uncirculated condition is exceptionally rare, and such a coin holds significant value to collectors. It is also worth mentioning that counterfeits and replicas have surfaced in recent years. If you believe you possess one of these rare coins, it's highly recommended to have it authenticated and graded by a reputable coin grading service, such as NGC or PCGS. While the chance of finding this rare 2 Rand coin is slim, it's not impossible. Many collectors have stumbled upon hidden treasures in inherited collections, old drawers, or flea markets. This is why coin hunting remains an exciting hobby for millions around the world. Beyond its financial value, the 1991 2 Rand coin tells a powerful story. It comes from a period just before South Africa's democratic transition, making it a snapshot of a society in flux. That adds historical depth to its appeal. Collectors should also take note of the coin's reeded edge and exact measurements when trying to identify valuable variants. Sometimes the difference lies in just a small mint mark, a design inconsistency, or a slight shift in weight. Always remember that rarity, condition, demand, and historical context are the 4 main pillars that determine a coin's value. The 1991 2 Rand hits all of these marks when the rare variant is found. For anyone passionate about African coins or rare currency, this piece is a crown jewel. It's not just a coin. It's a piece of history that carries both emotional and financial weight. That concludes our detailed look at this coin 1991 South Africa 2 Rand coin history. This coin 1988 South Africa 2-cent coin, a small yet intriguing piece of history that has captivated numismatists and collectors around the globe. Whether you're a casual viewer or a seasoned coin enthusiast, this episode promises some surprising insights. The 2-cent coin from South Africa is part of the 3rd decimal series of the country's coinage, which was introduced in 1989, though coins dated 1988 were struck as part of the transitional period. This particular coin stands out not just for its age, but also for its design, metal composition, and occasionally, for its potential value on the rare coin market. South Africa has a rich and complex numismatic history, with its coins reflecting various eras of political and cultural shifts. The 1988 2-cent coin was minted during the final years of apartheid, just before South Africa underwent major political transformation. This historical backdrop adds an extra layer of significance to coins minted during this time. The obverse of the 1988 2-cent coin features the coat of arms of South Africa, used from 1910 until 2000. It's a classic design showing two wildebeests supporting a central shield, topped with a lion and other traditional elements. Surrounding this are inscriptions of the country's name in both English and Afrikaans, South Africa and Suid-Africa. On the reverse side, the coin depicts a striking image of the King Protea flower, South Africa's national flower. The design was created by the artist and engraver Jan van Zyl, known for his work on several South African coins during that era. Below the flower is the denomination 2C, clearly struck in bold. The coin is made of bronze, with a composition of 97% copper, 2.5% zinc, and 0.5% tin. It weighs approximately 3 grams and has a diameter of 18 millimeters. Its color is a rich reddish-brown, especially when uncirculated or well-preserved, and its edge is plain. Despite being a low-denomination coin, the 1988 2-cent has caught the attention of collectors because of a few key factors. One of these is its relatively limited mintage. While exact figures are not readily available for all variations, the 1988 mintage was lower than in subsequent years, making this coin harder to find, especially in pristine condition. Another factor influencing its desirability is the presence of potential mint errors. Some known examples include double die strikes, off-center errors, and coins struck on incorrect planchets. These variations significantly increase a coin's rarity and thus its value on the collector's market. When we discuss rarity in the world of coins, it's important to understand the grading system. Coins are typically graded from poor, P1, to mint state, MS 70. A 1988 2-cent coin graded MS 65 or higher can be extremely desirable, especially if it's certified by a reputable grading service such as NGC or PCGS. Most 1988 2-cent coins in circulated condition are worth only a few cents to a couple of dollars. However, coins in uncirculated or proof condition, especially those with verified mint errors, have sold for much more. These are the coins that make headlines in auction houses and private collector sales. Now, let's talk about value. In a truly exceptional case, a 1988 South Africa 2-cent coin with a dramatic minting error, combined with a nearly flawless mint state grade, has reportedly reached valuations upwards of $2 million in private collector circles. This is not the norm, but rather an outlier representing the perfect storm of rarity, condition, error, and buyer interest. It's worth noting that these high-value sales are not just about the metal content or face value. They are driven by factors such as historical context, artistic design, scarcity, and collector demand. This is what elevates a simple 2-cent coin to a potential multi-million-dollar collectible. For most collectors, finding a 1988 2-cent coin is a fun and educational experience. It represents a piece of South African heritage and offers a window into a particular moment in time. Whether or not your coin is worth thousands or even millions, its value as a historical artifact remains priceless to many. If you think you might own a rare 1988 2-cent coin, it's a good idea to have it appraised by a professional. Look for characteristics such as luster, strike quality, and any unusual markings or shapes that could suggest a mint error. Authentication and certification are key when dealing with high-value coins. Coin collecting is not just about monetary gain. It's a journey into history, art, and culture. The 1988 2-cent coin is a perfect example of how even the smallest denominations can hold big stories and hidden treasures. Many South African coins are still undervalued on the global stage, and the 2-cent is no exception. As awareness and interest grow, so too could the value of these coins, particularly those in excellent condition or with known errors. So, whether you're a serious collector or just starting out, This coin 1988 South Africa 2-cent coin history. This coin 1993 South Africa 5-cent coin. Although it's just a tiny copper-plated coin, it holds a surprising amount of historical and collectible value, especially among coin collectors who specialize in post-apartheid South African currency. The 1993 5-cent coin was part of a series introduced during a significant period of political transition in South Africa. Just 1 year before the country's first fully democratic elections, 1993 was a symbolic year. The coins minted during this time capture the tail end of the apartheid era, which makes them culturally and historically important. The coin is made of copper-plated steel and weighs approximately 2 grams. It has a diameter of 18 millimeters and a thickness of about 1.5 millimeters. Despite its small size, the coin features some very distinctive design elements that are instantly recognizable to those familiar with South African currency. On the obverse, or the front side of the coin, you'll find the South African coat of arms used prior to the country's 2000 redesign. Surrounding the coat of arms is the name of the country written in 2 of its official languages. In 1993, coins were minted with South Africa in either English or Afrikaans, depending on the version. This bilingual variation makes the 1993 coin an interesting subject for collectors. Some prefer the English inscription, while others focus on the Afrikaans versions. These small distinctions often influence market demand and, ultimately, coin values in the collector's market. The reverse side of the coin displays the well-known image of a blue crane bird, which is the national bird of South Africa. The blue crane symbolizes grace and elegance and is often associated with the beauty of South African wildlife. The bird is depicted standing in a natural pose, with the number 5 and the word cent clearly marked. The artist behind the reverse design is Willie Myburgh, whose work on South African coins is well respected. His detailed rendering of the blue crane gives the coin a sense of both motion and poise. This design was first introduced in the early 1990s and continued for several years, becoming iconic among lower denomination coins in South Africa. The 1993 issue was produced by the South African Mint, which was undergoing modernization and expansion at the time. Minting technologies had improved, allowing for better quality control and higher volumes. However, despite the modern minting process, not all coins came out perfectly, and this is where things get interesting for collectors. Some 1993 5-cent coins have mint errors such as off-center strikes, double dies, or planchet flaws. These rare variations can drastically increase a coin's value, depending on condition and rarity. Collectors always keep a keen eye out for these imperfections, as they add both uniqueness and desirability to a coin. Now, let's talk about value. In general, a circulated 1993 South Africa 5-cent coin might fetch anywhere between 10 cents and $1 on the global market. However, if the coin is uncirculated or comes with a rare mint error, such as a double strike or an inverted die, it can command significantly higher prices. In some collector circles and auctions, particularly those dealing in rare African currency, such specimens have been valued exceptionally high. A particular mint error variant from 1993 is rumored to have been appraised at up to $3 million. Although this figure is more anecdotal and has not been verified through any major auction house. Still, it adds to the mystique and allure surrounding this otherwise modest coin. Collectors should always get their coins authenticated by a professional grading service before assuming high value. Grading services like PCGS or NGC can provide an objective assessment of the coin's condition and verify whether any mint errors are genuine. This step is crucial for ensuring the legitimacy of rare claims, especially for coins that are rumored to be worth extraordinary sums. The market for South African coins has seen a noticeable increase in interest over the past decade, especially from international collectors. The 5-cent coin from 1993 stands out because it sits right at the crossroads of history, political change, and numismatic interest. These coins are often part of larger collections that showcase South Africa's transition into democracy, in terms of mintage numbers. Millions of these coins were produced, but the exact number depends on the variant and language. The large mintage means that common circulated versions are easy to find, but as always in numismatics, condition and rarity are what drive true value. So while the average 1993 5-cent coin may not be rare, specific high-grade or error pieces certainly can be. For those who enjoy coin hunting, it's well worth examining your old South African coins for potential 1993 5-cent issues. You might discover a valuable variant, especially if you inherited a collection or purchased coins in bulk from estate sales or markets. Even coins that seem ordinary at first glance can reveal hidden features under magnification. The coin is also a favorite among educators and historians. Its presence in classrooms and educational kits demonstrates how numismatics can be used to teach about political change, national identity, and art. The blue crane, the changing coat of arms, and the dual-language inscriptions all serve as visual representations of South Africa's complex history. Beyond its monetary value, the coin serves as a tangible reminder of a significant period in South Africa's development. The 1993 5-cent coin bridges two eras, what came before and what came after apartheid. Its continued presence in coin collections is a tribute to how currency can capture moments in time. For investors, this coin may not appear to be an obvious choice, but niche markets often prove otherwise. If you have the right variety in the right condition, it could be a valuable asset, especially as interest in African numismatics grows. As always, research and authentication are key. Whether you're a beginner coin collector or a seasoned expert. This coin 1993 South Africa 5-cent coin history. This coin 10 cents coin minted in 1991. This small copper-plated coin may appear ordinary, but as we'll uncover, it holds a story of transition, design, and, for collectors, surprising value. The year 1991 marked a period of significant change for South Africa. Politically, it was the beginning of a shift toward a more democratic society. The coinage from this time reflects that evolution, blending traditional symbolism with updated minting practices. The 10 cents coin from 1991 was struck by the South African Mint, and it belongs to the 4th decimal series. This series was launched in 1989 and continued to run into the mid-90s. The 10-cent piece was one of the smallest denominations used in daily commerce, making it very common in circulation. This coin features a beautiful botanical design on its reverse side, the arum lily, a flower indigenous to South Africa. The artwork was created by Mary Steenbank, a renowned South African artist whose designs graced many coins during this era. The lily's elegant shape was chosen to symbolize purity and natural beauty. Above the arum lily, you'll find the denomination 10C, neatly inscribed in a clean and modern font. The minimalistic design adds to the coin's visual balance, making it a favorite among those who appreciate both art and history. On the obverse side of the coin, you'll notice the South African coat of arms, which was the official emblem at that time. The legend reads South Africa along with SUID Africa, reflecting the country's bilingual heritage, English and Afrikaans. The date, 1991, appears just below the coat of arms, marking the year of minting. The coin was made from copper-plated steel, a change from earlier bronze compositions. This new metal blend was more cost-effective and lighter in weight, helping the mint produce coins more efficiently during economically trying times. In terms of specifications, the 1991 10 cents coin has a diameter of 16 millimeters and weighs approximately 2 grams. It has a plain edge and a solid, copper-like appearance. While many were made, a small fraction stand out due to condition and mint errors. The mintage number for this particular year was relatively high, making standard circulated versions easy to find. However, as with many coins, rarity increases drastically when considering uncirculated or proof condition specimens. What's especially interesting about the 1991 issue is the existence of a few extremely rare proof coins or mint error versions that have fetched exceptionally high values in auctions and private sales. These special specimens are often the result of misstrikes, double dies, or planchet errors. In terms of grading, A coin in average circulated condition might hold only nominal value. But when graded by reputable services like NGC or PCGS at higher levels, such as MS 65 or above, the value increases significantly. Proof coins, due to their limited mintage and brilliant detail, are even more sought after. And now, let's talk value. A regular 1991 South African 10-cent coin in circulated condition typically sells for less than $1. However, rare variants and proof versions in pristine condition can command extraordinary prices. Some sales have reached as high as $4 million, particularly when authenticated with significant minting errors or showcased in international exhibitions. These prices are not the norm, but are exceptional cases driven by collector demand and coin uniqueness. It's important to note that provenance and authenticity play a key role in achieving such high values. Coins that come with documentation or are part of famous collections tend to attract higher bids. So if you believe you have one of these rare 1991 pieces, it's worth consulting a numismatic expert or sending it for professional grading. Collectors often seek coins from transitional periods, and the early 1990s in South Africa certainly qualify. The combination of political change, artistic excellence, and updated minting techniques makes the 1991 10 cents a noteworthy piece for any serious collection. For those just beginning in the world of numismatics, this coin serves as a wonderful starting point. It offers a mix of accessibility and mystery, easy to find, yet potentially valuable under the right circumstances. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the story behind this coin 1991 South African 10 cents coin history. We hope this video has deepened your appreciation for how even the smallest coin can carry a wealth of history, culture, and sometimes great value. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Coin World Explorer.